Picture this. You are standing inside the massive Houston Stadium in Texas. The lights are blinding. The roar of the crowd is absolutely deafening. Over on one side, you have the passionate, drumming, dancing fans of the five-time world champions. On the other side, a sea of blue, standing in perfect discipline, ready to witness what could be the greatest upset of the decade. This is not just a game of football. This is a psychological war. This is the FIFA World Cup 2026, round of 32. It is do or die. One mistake, one slip of the boot, one fraction of a second of lost concentration, and your World Cup dream is instantly over. You are going home on the next flight. Welcome to Total Football Nexus. Today, we are diving deep into a clash of absolute contrasting philosophies. Samba magic against the terrifying roar of the Blue Samurai. Brazil taking on Japan. But before you think this is going to be an easy walk in the park for the South Americans, you need to hear what is actually happening behind closed doors. Because the truth is, Brazil is terrified of what Japan is about to bring to the pitch. We are going to break down the secret tactical master plans of both teams, and I promise you, by the end of this video, you will see this match in a completely different light. Let us start with the Giants, Brazil. Currently sitting at number 6 in the FIFA rankings, they are carrying the weight of an entire nation on their shoulders. The pressure back home in Rio and Sao Paulo is suffocating. They have to win, and they have to win beautifully. The manager knows this. That is why they are stepping onto the grass in their highly aggressive, traditional 4-3-3 formation. This is not a system designed to defend. This is a system designed to suffocate the opponent with relentless, brutal attacking waves. Starting from the very back, standing between the posts like an impenetrable wall, is the ever-reliable Alisson Becker. He is not just a goalkeeper today. He is the last line of defense against a Japanese team that loves to strike out of nowhere. But even to get to Alisson, Japan has to survive a defensive line that looks like a fortress. We are talking about Marquinhos, Danilo, and Gabriel. These guys are not just defenders, they are absolute gladiators. They are physical, they are fast, and they take no prisoners. Gabriel especially has a massive job today. He has to read the game perfectly, because if he steps out of line for even a second, Japan will punish him. But games like this are not won in defense. They are won in the middle of the park. And oh boy, does Brazil have an engine room ready for war. Casemiro is the anchor. He is the enforcer. His job is to break Japanese hearts before their attacks even start. But right next to him, ready to pull the strings like puppet masters, are Bruno Guimaraes and Lucas Paqueta. These two are given the ultimate freedom. They are the ones tasked with finding those impossible defense-splitting passes. They have to unlock a Japanese defense that is known for being as tight as a steel trap. If Bruno and Paqueta cannot control the tempo, Brazil's entire game plan falls apart. Now, wait until you hear about the forward line, because this is where the real nightmare begins for the Japanese defenders. Out wide on the wings, we are going to see raw, unfiltered, electrifying speed. Vinicius Jr. and Mateus Cunha. Vini Jr. doesn't just run with the ball, he glides. He dances past defenders like they are not even there. His ability to change direction at top speed is terrifying. The Japanese wingbacks are going to have to play the absolute perfect game of their lives to keep him quiet. But even if they somehow manage to stop Vini, how do they handle the raw power and positioning of Cunha in the center? It seems like an impossible task for Japan. But what if I told you that all of this Brazilian firepower is hiding a massive vulnerability? What if I told you that Japan already knows exactly how to exploit the spaces left behind by this aggressive Brazilian system? We will get to Japan's deadly trap in just a moment. But first, we have to talk about the single most emotional, dramatic, and important factor in this entire match. A man who carries the hopes, the dreams, and the tears of millions. Yes, we are talking about him.
Neymar, the absolute center of attention, the undisputed talisman of Brazilian football. He is back. After that dramatic, highly anticipated return off the bench against Scotland, the whole world is watching his every single move. He has faced the injuries, he has faced the brutal criticism, but now he is ready to silence everyone. Even the legendary Brazilian striker Ronaldo has sent out a massive warning to the world. Ronaldo said, and I quote, "Neymar will give his absolute best in this World Cup to shut the mouths of the critics." Just imagine the psychology of that. Neymar is not just playing to win. He is playing for revenge. He is playing for redemption. Are we finally going to see the return of the true Jogo Bonito, the beautiful game? If Neymar turns on the magic, it might just be game over. But let us pause for a second. Do not let the Brazilian hype blind you, because sitting on the other side of the pitch is a team that thrives on being underestimated. Japan, ranked 18th in the world, but playing with the heart of a lion. They are the ultimate giant killers. They do not care about the names on the back of the yellow shirts. They do not care about the 5 stars on the Brazilian crest. The Blue Samurai are here to fight, and they are armed with a tactical setup that is specifically designed to frustrate and destroy dominant teams. Japan is lining up in a brilliant 3-4-2-1 formation. Why is this so dangerous? Because it creates an incredibly dense, suffocating block in the middle of the pitch. When Brazil has the ball, Japan will sit deep, absorbing the pressure, staying incredibly disciplined. They will not panic, they will just wait. And the moment Brazil makes a loose pass, the moment a Brazilian midfielder takes one heavy touch, boom! The trap is sprung. Japan will transition from defense to attack in the blink of an eye. This is their ultimate weapon, the counterattack. And waiting at the tip of that spear is a man who needs zero introduction to football tacticians, Ayase Ueda. He is a silent assassin. He does not need 10 chances to score. He just needs 1 inch of space, 1 moment of hesitation from Marquinhos or Gabriel, and he will tear the Brazilian defense completely to shreds. Japan is desperate to prove that they are not just here to park the bus. They are here to look the best players in the world right in the eyes and strike fear into their hearts. This match is going to be decided by a few key explosive battles across the pitch. Referee Mauricio Morani is going to have an incredibly difficult time keeping a lid on the tension in this high-voltage Houston arena. The first massive battle, Vinicius Jr. running head-on into the Japanese wingbacks. They are going to be sweating buckets trying to match his explosive pace. But the battle that will actually decide the game is happening in the midfield. When Japan wins the ball and launches their lightning-fast counterattacks, can Casemiro and Gabriel recover in time? They are going to be put under the ultimate stress test. One wrong tackle, one mistimed interception, and Japan will be in on goal. This is not just a test of footballing skill anymore. This is a brutal, exhausting test of human nerves. Who will crack first under the blinding lights of Houston? Will the relentless, overwhelming, attacking waves of Brazil wash Japan away? Or will the unbreakable fighting spirit and tactical genius of the Blue Samurai send the favorites crashing out of the World Cup? I want to hear from you right now. Drop your predictions in the comments below immediately, because this is going to be historic. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to support the channel, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with your fellow football fanatics, and most importantly, subscribe to Total Football Nexus so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.